Hello, and greetings to all you fans of RPGs and of Dungeons & Dragons. This is RPGmodsFan, and in this video I will be discussing the Tom Moldvay edited version of the Dungeons & Dragons module B3 Palace of the Silver Princess, which is also known as the green cover version. Actually, I will be discussing only the changes and differences between it and the original non-edited version known as the orange cover version, which was written by TSR's first female author, Jean Wells. In my prior video on the module, I have already discussed the orange cover version of the B3 module in quite a bit of detail. I would strongly suggest to watch that video before watching this one. Otherwise, this video may not make much sense without knowing its context. I will start off with discussing spoiler-free changes between the green and orange cover versions of the module. The green cover version of the module has a long background to be read to the players. A little too long, in my opinion. Only the dwarves presented the My Lady's Heart ruby to the Silver Princess as a gift. The elves were cut out. Instead of a masquerade ball, a feast was held instead, in honor of the dwarves only. Looking at that pork in the middle of the table is making me hungry. Damn, it sucks to be on a diet. The legend of the red dragon riding warrior was replaced by a white dragon riding warrior. Instead of being clad in silver and blue, in the green version of the module, the warrior was dressed in black. A protector appears in the player character's dreams. The protector practically begs the player characters to come to the Palace of the Silver Princess and to find and destroy the evil residing in it. Gone is the wilderness adventure. Gone is the journey to the palace. Instead, this module starts with the player characters in front of the portcullis of the palace. Many of the artists that did pieces for the orange cover version have also done so for the Moldvay green cover version. Jim Holloway and Harry Quinn are two new artists for the green cover version. Art by Errol Otus and Jeff D. were removed from this version. However, the green cover version does not give credit to Jean Wells and Errol Otus for two pieces of their art that can be found in this version of the module. Any of the module's art that I do not display in the main body of this video, I will do so towards the end of this video as a montage. Now I will be going into spoiler territory when discussing the further changes done by Mr. Moldvay between the green and orange cover versions of the module. Unless you are a DM who will be running this module for their players, or are a player who already played through this module and are watching this video for nostalgia purposes, I would suggest not to watch the rest of this video. Wah, boo-hoo, sub. Gone is the dominatrix Lady Demis of Golovia. Okay, I may have gone too far. Jean Wells never described Lady Demis in those terms. It is just my perverted, dirty old man side of myself that fantasizes her as such. Gone are the Ubus. For those who have watched the prior video, the reason for their removal should be obvious. The Decapus, however, remains, but they are no longer able to use their illusion ability. Or I should say their illusion ability was stripped out. My lady's heart is really an evil artifact called the Eye of Arik. Arik is an evil deity. In the orange cover version, it is up to the DM to determine the disaster that struck the lands of the Silver Princess. In the green cover version, the Eye of Arik is the cause of the disaster. In the green cover version, Catharan Damus is a cleric of this evil deity Arik. He is in the middle of performing a ritual that will bring Arik into this realm. Gone are his 2 dwarf bodyguards. In their place are 7 orcs. Gone is the werebear Aliyah. In her place is a werewolf named Alha. The ruby, now called the Eye of Arik, petrified many of the palace's inhabitants. The ruby erected a force field around the palace to prevent trespassers from entering. The force field glows red in color. The protectors will open the force field to allow entry for the player characters into the palace. The green cover version of the module also gives names to the warrior and to the dragon. The warrior is given the name of Ellis the Strong. His white dragon steed is named Ericsbane. The layout of the upper and lower levels of the module and of the palace has more or less remained intact. Unlike the orange cover version, where some of the rooms have been left blank for the Dungeon Master to fill, this version has all the rooms described. In the Moldvay version, the entrance to the palace is literally a 6.5 pages long choose-your-own-adventure book. The party's objective here is to get the portcullis open so they can enter the palace. Encounters in some of the rooms have been changed. One of the most notable changes is the Bubbles monster in the cavern with the underground pool has been replaced by giant ferrets. The torture chamber is gone, and in this version of the module it has been converted into barracks. The location of the garden has been moved to the center of the palace. Instead of on the lower level, Candela and Duchess can now be encountered on the upper level in the study of the palace. The ruby has been moved to a new location. It is now located in the throne room, sitting on the throne chair. Many of these statues in the throne room are actually people that were turned to stone by the Eye of Arik ruby. The princess and the warrior are trapped within the ruby. Hence, in this version of the module, they are not ghosts. In the orange cover version, they were ghosts. Anyway, the white dragon has been banished to the dimension of ice. There are 3 silver dragon statuettes in the palace. If any 2 are brought near the Eye of Arik ruby, Ericsbane will be released from the dimension of ice. The party's objective is to shatter the Eye of Arik ruby by one of 3 methods. 1. By Ericsbane's frost breath weapon. 2. By using the sword of Arik, which is in Catharan Damus's possession. And 3. By playing 3 specific notes on the ice harp, which can be found in a room on the first level. Wow, my first 2-parter on discussing one module. Which do I prefer? I would say a combination of the 2, with a preference towards the original Gene Wells orange cover version, and with my own heavy modifications of them. Thus concludes my review of both the orange and green cover versions of the D&D B3 Palace of the Silver Princess module. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has been informative and entertaining. Until next time, this is RPGmodsFan saying cheers, have a good day, and goodbye.